welcome back to another live video. It's Friday and I usually go live on Friday around this time, and last week I wasn't able to do much because this week actually I haven't been able to do much because I lost some loved ones during the Easter season, so I've been off for a while, but I guess I'm in a better position right now. How are you guys doing? How was your Easter holiday? So for me, I am trying something new. I want to create something with puffy sleeves, so I'm coming up with a new pattern, a new design, and I'm nowhere even close to where I want to be. Oh, thank you. So I'm just gambling with this pattern. I'm coming up with something new, and as you can see on my desk, I still have these to work on. I made these granny squares last week. I actually worked on them before Friday, before that tragedy struck, and I had to put them on hold for some time. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. I tried to record a video for my YouTube channel trying to answer a few questions here and there, and somehow it wasn't successful because my audio kind of died. I put the wrong mic onto this camera, and by the time I took it off, the audio was bad, so bad that I can't even upload it to my YouTube channel. So I have to re-record the video and address the issues all over again. Yes, so that's the update. So that means my effort for today has been put to waste because the video is good but the audio is bad, so I have to record all over again. So what are you guys working on? Just update me about how your Easter holiday went, what you were able to do. I was able to put up so many patterns last week. I updated a few of my patterns on my online shops. I was able to put up some new ones. So I hope the work of that week compensates for my absence for this week. I'm trying to do a cargo pant. Any advice on what to look out for cargo pants? Cargo pants, I haven't tried before, but I think I should give it a try because it's something that I've always wanted to do, but I want to do it in mesh, but those baggy pants. So someone is saying take all the time you need. I think I'm going to be crocheting because that's my way of escaping things, and yeah, I think it relaxes me, it heals me from a lot. So I'm going to be busy, super busy for the next few days until I'm in a very, very comfortable spot. I love your account. Thank you so much. So for this design that I'm working on, I am using acrylic yarn, 100% acrylic. It's called Marina. So I want to create something with puffy sleeves. I think I want to go out of my comfort zone and create something out of this world. Of course, there's so many tops with puffy sleeves, but my version is going to be with texture as well, so you're going to have to look out for that. So I'm using a 4mm crochet hook, which is a very good hook to emphasize texture. Those very small hooks don't really show. They could show, but they take a really long time to build up. So I usually go for a fairly thick yarn and a 4mm. You inspired me to start crochet about a year ago, and it's such a relaxing hobby. Thank you so much. Are you doing it as a hobby or as a business? Because it can be two-way. It could be something that relaxes you and at the same time it brings in income, just like what I do. I enjoy to do it, but at the same time it's my full-time business. Okay, I think I'm getting there. I'm a size small, by the way, so when I'm testing these patterns, I'm usually testing for a small. A few more rows. Hi. Oh yeah, I loved the skull pants on her. She really looked great. I had to share those photos on my social media. Hi everyone. I like crochet, so how do we get the crochet thread? I'll be addressing that issue in my next video of the Q&A. I believe that is one question that popped up a lot on my Instagram page, where I get my yarn from. So for this one, I don't remember the page that it was. I'll try to look through. How was your day? Oh my god, I hate this sound. If anyone has a solution to this squeaking sound of yarn and hook. Still have a few more rows to go before Hey, yeah, kind of better. I'm in a better place right now. I don't want so much coverage, so I will. Let me see how many rows I have so far. Around 13, I think 13, so I'll do around 15. Someone is telling me to put lotion on my hands. I cannot. Lotion just makes my hands very slippery. If anything, after putting lotion, I get a cloth and I dry them so that they're not slippery. And the only reason I apply lotion is because I be just before the recording and my hands are going to be on camera the whole time. That's the reason I moisturize my hands. Do I use Red Hat? I've ever used it. I've ever used it for the granny dress. By the way, that tutorial will be out, I think, today. I've ever used Red Hat and I love it, but I think it's on the chunky side, which doesn't really favor the kind of garments that I do. So it's not my best yarn to use. I would rather go for a thinner yarn than Red Hat. Red Hat is kind of very thick for my projects. In my opinion, at least. Some people may be using it, I don't know. But me, no. I don't think it's the best yarn for my projects. Someone was asking, what's your favorite thing to crochet? Of course, it's garments. I love to see outfits come out of my hands from like a strand of thread into something very beautiful. Yes, Red Hat isn't for summer items. It's kind of thick and warm. Hello, Mariama. Hi. Hi, everyone from everywhere. I can see some people from France, from US. I already know some of my followers and I know exactly where they're from. Thank you for all the tutorials. You're welcome. You're welcome. So I was talking about the granny dress. I think it will be up on my channel today. I am still finalizing with the written pattern. And then I'll click the upload button on YouTube. Hi, Evelyn. So I don't know whether this should be a crop top or I should do a crop top then back onto your YouTube channel. Yes, as long as soon as the pattern is finished, I will be uploading it back. But I watched the video and it wasn't up to standard, and I think I have to sit down and re-record the video, because by the time I uploaded onto my previous channel, I was just beginning and the quality was really low. So I think I have to sit down and re-record the video and then I'll upload it. So while I'm working the written pattern, I'll be able to record the video so that you get a new version of it. Your patterns are gorgeous. Thank you so much. So I was thinking I make a crop top so that it gives me more options of whether to turn this into a dress or a longer top or mix up patterns to help with sizing. Yes, I do, but in most cases, the mannequins that I have help me to market my final product. They don't help me with the sizing, because if I'm making a custom order, I have to follow the sizes, the measurements that are provided to me by my client. I don't follow the mannequin. Those ones just, how do you get the precise for your butterfly dress? I love the dress, but can't get the breast correct. All that is explained in the written pattern. I wasn't able to touch that area within the video, but I definitely corrected it in the written pattern. Do you have any advice on reading crochet patterns? Okay, when it comes to reading crochet patterns, I believe everyone writes their patterns the best way that they feel like their crowd will understand it. So I don't think there is a specific way to write a pattern, because personally I did not learn how to write patterns. The way I explain it in the video, I find the best way to explain it in the written pattern, and then I attach a photo in case I feel like the client may be a little bit confused in that area. I provide a photo for you, so when you are reading my patterns, it's kind of like more like watching a video. The photos are not so many, but I try my best so that when it comes to those areas where it could be a little bit confusing, I attach a photo so that you can follow along easily. So I don't know how other people write their patterns. Guys, I'm running out of battery right now, so I think I have to move my camera to a spot where I can charge. So I don't even know where the charger is. Yeah, so I think that's the best way I can answer that question, because so many people have questions about written patterns, but I don't know how other people rate them. For me, I find the best possible explanation that a reader will understand. So I don't follow any kind of format when it comes to pattern writing. Thank you, Justin. Hurts your hand, other diseases with lots of hours of crochet. Can you talk slowly to answer my question in French? I'm French. Okay, how do you do not to have hurt hands or other disease? Thank you so much, honestly, learned so much from you. You're welcome, Evelyn. So how do I do in order not to have hard? You have to find the most comfortable way to hold your hook. Please, like, try to change until you get the most comfortable way to hold your hook. Otherwise, if you're getting pain in your hands when you're crocheting, that means it gets to a point when it ceases to be a relaxing activity, rather a painful one. So that's one thing that you have to consider. And then the other thing is sitting upright. Try to sit upright. If possible, lean on something. Don't just be like in space, like what I was doing before. Try to lean on something and find a very comfortable spot. And if you feel like pain has started coming through, you can take a break and move around, stretch a bit, and then you come back to it. I usually don't get pain because I think I found the most comfortable way to hold my yarn. What makes me break off most of the times is maybe the yarn is very rough, especially those yarns that have a silky strand in them. They kind of cut my finger somewhere around here. So if I get that, I take a break a bit and then I come back to it. Or I get masking tape and I tape my finger around here so that the strand is running across the tape, not into my skin. That's for the rough yarn. But if I don't get that, then I am good to go for like some good hours. I usually don't get any inconveniences. And then the other thing that makes me tired really is recording tutorials, because my hands are kind of raised. My recording table is kind of high, and I can't cut it because my armrests for the chair are a bit high as well. So if I cut, that means the chair won't get into the under part of the desk. So if I'm to record a tutorial, I kind of get tired, but if I'm not recording tutorials, I don't. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Oh my god, it's so hard to count the rows of this stitch. I feel like it's just a juggle of stitches. You may feel like you've done very few rows, but when you count, the rows are actually many, and the stitch doesn't really work up very fast. So what's your favorite color? I don't have a favorite color because this morning I picked up this and I feel like it's very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. What's the first thing you ever crocheted? I think it was a bag. It was a bag and I happened to sell it to someone, and guess what? It stretched out of its original shape. The strap literally stretched until the legs. It ceased to be a handbag and it became something else. My client was kind enough to give me the feedback, and she didn't ask for her money back because she knew as a beginner she was supporting a budding talent, and yeah, I'm in Dubai. Can you deliver? Please send me a message. I deliver worldwide. I deliver everywhere. So yeah, she was supporting a budding talent, and she didn't tell me to refund her money, but she gave me feedback that the bag that I sold to her literally stretched out of shape and it just became so long. So yeah, that was my first item to crochet. I was so mad. Nice to see you, Sheila. Hi, how are you? Yeah, I was mad at myself, but I had to do more research about that area there. But then I don't think it was something that I really wanted to continue with. I still make bags, but I don't think bags are my cup of tea. I think outfits are. Hi Doreen, how are you? Yeah, that was the story about my very first crochet item. It was a bag. Then from bags I went on to outfits, and since then it's been outfits. Do you live with crochet business, or do you do? It's my full-time job. It's my full-time job. Crochet. Full-time. I don't have any other job. If I'm not doing this, then I'm just at home doing nothing. Do you experience making an order, then the size didn't come out correctly to your client? Yes, I've ever experienced it, but I always try my best to correct it. I try my best to correct that error and make sure that the client eventually gets what she asked for. And then I take back the original, because we come in different sizes. So if I made a large and you're a small, then I make for you a small and keep the large for someone else. I market it until it's sold off. The pattern is beautiful. Someone was asking if this is the lemon peel stitch. No, it's not. I know I love that stitch so much and I've used it for so many projects. So when I'm making my tutorials, I try my best to have subtitles in different languages. Some of the main languages that I can count off my fingertips when I am uploading a tutorial. There's Portuguese, there's French, German, Dutch, Spanish, Russian, Italian, Filipino, Swedish, Irish, Polish, Chinese, Arabic. I think those are the main languages that I usually translate my videos into. So I first of all, I know my crowd very well. I know where most of my viewers come from. And I try my best to sort out most of the crowds that are on my channel with subtitles in their languages. Do you know English? Yes, I do. I do know English. I'm speaking English right now. Someone asked if I know English. Like, what am I speaking right now? It's English, unless if you know another kind of English. Okay. So I think the main body of the top is finished. Guys, see this? Now with the puffy sleeves, it's going to just look so beautiful. I'm going to first pause it here. Which activity make more money in your business? I want to make a business sewing and crochet in France, but I'm afraid not big. I have any bills to pay. Sorry for the bad English, girl. The matching hook to the, oh yeah, I've just seen it right now. Yes, green. Are you Brazilian? No, I'm not. Someone was asking, starting a crochet business, there are so many aspects that come into play when you're doing crochet as your full-time source of income. I sell designs, I sell services, I do YouTube. YouTube is also a business of mine that I have. I literally teach. So you have to look into all those aspects. Yeah, someone was asking about my favorite color to crochet with. And I had said earlier on that when I picked up this color, I was in love. And I think this is the color that I used for the knit scarf. There's a knit scarf that I have on my YouTube channel. This is the same color. It's actually not even showing the actual color here. This is showing mint green, but it's actually not even mint green. It's I'll take a clear photo in daylight, because now I'm using artificial lights because my office is very, very, very dull and dark. So let me try to open this window and I see if I'll get some more light. So when I picked up this color, I was in love. Now I've just realized that the color matches the crochet hook, which is even more awesome. So yeah, this is the ball of yarn, by the way. I don't know why it appears brighter here. It's not as bright as this. It's kind of dark, and it's a very beautiful green. And for the hook, I'm using a 4mm, so I'm going to just jump onto the next section of my top. I have so many possibilities. I had started on something blue, but I just realized blue wasn't doing it for me color wise. I like to work with a color that I love, so blue wasn't doing it for me, so I just put it aside and I picked up green. I can't find the middle strand. So many people struggle with this. Do you use cotton or other acrylic yarns? Oh my god, it has jumped come out. This is acrylic, guys. This is not cotton. See what has popped out. So I have to struggle with this, but I think I'll come back to this later on when I'm working the second sleeve. I love crocheting, it's so cool. How about knitting? Guys, I have something here that I did last week, and this is knitting. What project do you think would really look nice in this particular pattern? Which project do you think would look nice? This is ferile knitting on a knitting machine. So which projects would you recommend for this pattern? This is how the back looks like, but the front is this. Sweater vest. Oh yeah, that would really look nice. You designed crochet when you were young with your mother? No, I didn't. I learned all these designs later on in life. A sweater, matching skirt. Oh, you're considering this as a top, right? I wasn't even thinking of it like that. I just put it against myself as a bundle top. Amazing hands, you cut the yarn. Oh no, this is acrylic yarn. It easily breaks. I can't break the yarn with my hands using when it comes to cotton yarn. Some yarns really like cut through your skin and some yarns can't break. So it's because this is acrylic and I know exactly how it works, so that's why I just broke the yarn with my hands. Sometimes I don't have the pair of scissors. I don't know where the scissors are right now. So I'm trying to gamble around. I don't know. I think I should stay on and try to make a puffy sleeve with you so that you see it come to life. I don't know yet how I'm going to handle it, but I'm still thinking through it as I work my very first rows. A top. Okay, my only challenge with knit projects is the backside. The backside is not so forgiving, so I think the best approach would be to line it so that you don't have to deal with these strands. But if you use a tight tension and these strings are like really stretched, there's no problem with it, because I can imagine a sweater in this would really look good, a crop top, a vest, something like this. I've seen people make vests out of simple rectangles, so I think I should give it a try and we see how that will work out. Your favorite project to crochet? I don't have a favorite, to be honest. I don't. There's so many projects that I've worked on that are really beautiful, so whenever I get orders, I'm very happy. Can you do a tutorial on lining bikini bottoms with fabric? Okay, I will do that for you on my YouTube channel. I just need to recreate a bikini bottom in the same color so that we don't have contrasting lining. I think I was left with some lining from the butterfly crochet dress. I think that's what I'll use. So anyway, I'll see. I don't know if I still have the yarn, the peach yarn on me. I don't think. I think I could. I finished it. Which do you prefer, crochet or knitting? I prefer crochet 100%. This is my happy place. Crochet is everything. Of course I can knit. I learned to knit. It's so relaxing, by the way. And it's so, I don't know, I find it so classy to knit, but I prefer to crochet because I have been in it for a while and I can create so many different designs and projects. But when it comes to knitting is something else. It's on another level. It's something very beautiful. So, do you ever sew or do embroidery? No, I don't. I'm trying to set up my what can I say? My phone so that we can chat while I charge, but I don't think that's going to be possible. Okay, so let me do this. Guys, let me just set up a bit. Let me just set up a few things so that I get back on camera. Okay, so we can go on because I wanted to do the puffy sleeve on camera because it's a gamble, but it's something that I'm looking forward to seeing. If you have any questions, please ask. I'm here to answer those. No, I don't follow so many YouTubers, but I go on Pinterest. I get inspired by so many designs, and yeah. Where do you work from? I have an office. This is my office space. So I have a frame around my head. There was a mirror there that I took away, and it had stained the wall. So that's why those things are there. But this is my office space. It's kind of like a full house and it's just for work. After this, I just go back home. So most of my inspiration comes from even normal wear, normal outfits, but mainly Pinterest. I get so much inspiration from there. Then trying out different pattern designs, like different patterns, stitches, and then I'm like, okay, this would look nice on a dress or something. Then I bring it to life. I just dropped my grandchildren at school. I'm working at home watching your video. Thank you so much. Hi, new design coming to life. I hope this is going to work out. I hope the gamble pays off. Hello. So my work is starting to look a little bit awkward. Look at this. But I hope it will balance out later on. Thank you. And this is how I do it every time. Every time I'm supposed to create a pattern, I'm always just like, it's always a gamble that comes to life, like that becomes something meaningful. But at the beginning, I usually don't know how these things will turn out. So this is how my sleeve looks like at the moment. It looks so bad. Look at this. But this is the area that's going to create that puffiness around the top of the shoulder. That's why it's like this. That's why I've made it like this. So let's just go ahead and work some more rows. When did you start crocheting? It's been like 5 years. It's like 5 to 6 years now. Okay, the rows have become really long. It's now. Thank you. Bye bye. You can check in later on. I'm going to be live until the sleeve is finished. So feel free to get off and then come back, check on the progress. Okay, the rows are really long. I've done some drastic increases on top of the shoulder, and that has really like increased the stitch count of my rows. I'm glad I actually started this project because I don't even know. It's giving me so much peace. I don't have to overthink it. It's something that's, I think, going to turn out very beautiful, but without so much work. Of course, this is a lot of work, but it's something that you can create while relaxed. How many hours do you crochet? I've just addressed that issue in my video that just died on my camera. I crochet for as long as I want. It's usually hours. It's usually like I could say 6 to 10 hours, as long as I'm in the mood to crochet. Some days I'm not in the mood and I don't even work at all. And it depends on life situations. Just like last week or this week, I haven't been able to crochet. But when I'm in the mood, I can go as many as 10 hours, I think, or even more. I don't have a limit. As long as I don't feel any kind of hand pain, I'm always good to go. So I want to show you the progress of our puffy sleeve. Let me just finish up here. Progress, progress, progress. Here we are. Look at that. So the top of the shoulder is going to have those ruffles, and let me see this. I'm just giving you a clear picture of what it's supposed to be. So look at this. Look at that. When I'm big, I'm gonna crochet as fast as you. Oh, thank you so much. So look at this. Guys, look, 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 look. It's so beautiful. And it's going to, does your back hurt? Every time I crochet, my back hurts. No, I don't get back pain. I usually lean on something while crocheting. So let me just go ahead and do some more rows. I'm very excited for the final product. I don't know even how it's going to look like, but as I told you earlier on, we are making this design from scratch. It's a gamble, but I think it's worth a try. It's beautiful. Thank you. It's good that you have your own workshop to crochet. How do you organize your days? What time do you arrive to the workshop? What time do you finish working? I don't have like a specific amount of time, or like I don't have like a specific program, but if I'm to wake up like at 7 or 8, I come in here at around 8:30 after breakfast, then clear up a bit from the previous day, because I usually, like when I'm walking out, I just leave a mess on my desk. So I clear up a bit and then I start working. I usually don't have like a planned out day, unless if I'm going to record a tutorial and I know what tutorial that is. So I do the recording, I do the editing, I do the uploading from this side, because my internet here is much faster than the one at home and it's less crowded. So I do the uploading from this side, then I'll give the video a few hours to get the subtitles, the automatic subtitles. That depends on what stitch you're using and what I don't even know. I just did a few, around 2, but this is a gamble. I'll do a full tutorial and a pattern when I'm through, but right now I'm just gambling around. I don't know how it's going to turn out, so but for this particular one I've done only 2 rows of the increases, but in a weird way, not the normal way that people do. Tutorial appreciated in advance. I'll give it a try. I'll find some time and record something. That's if it comes out well. If it doesn't, I don't think I'll do a tutorial. So I want something kind of big, and then I narrow it down drastically so that it can hold the upper arm. So this is the progress of our puffy sleeve, and I feel like it's still very short. I still have a long way to go. So if it stretches upwards, you can see that room that it has created. So yup, I just picked up crocheting after learning the simple stitches 10 years ago in elementary school, and made your butterfly top a month ago. How did it go? Did it turn out fine? How was it? Favorite, easiest pattern? Thank you so much. Well, the only issue, I used cotton yarn, so it's a bit stiff and not form fitting. I'll try to make it again with acrylic yarn. I think you can give it a try with a blend of acrylic and cotton yarn. That will give you the best outcome. How long does it take you to finish this kind of top with all the things considered? It could take me less than a day, just a few hours. Just that right now I'm still trying to figure out a few things, so I'm still gambling around, but it usually takes me around a few hours. on a good day. Not every day I'm in the mood to crochet. Sometimes a project can take me a day, and then when I get an order, it takes me a week because I'm working while taking breaks. Easy to follow, in my opinion. Thank you. Definitely be making it again. Different type of yarn. Thank you so much for the feedback. So another thing, I am in the process of making the butterfly top with sleeves, and someone else requested for the butterfly dress with a closed back, so that's something that I have to figure out. But for the butterfly top with sleeves, I am, let me look for it. I think I have 2 versions that are in progress. Let me look for those 2 pieces. All right, here's my progress with the butterfly tops with sleeves. You're going to give me your honest opinion. Is this the best approach, or should I change? Because I haven't yet even released them or unleashed them to the public. So this is the Shelly butterfly top, and it's the updated version but without sleeves. So this is the version with sleeves. I am still in the process of putting everything together. You can see how the sleeve is slanting downwards. We don't have a bulge in the armpit area. Even if I was to do this, guys, look at this. Look at that. So when this is done like this, we have, it can be an off shoulder, by the way. It can be an off shoulder, but my main intention is to have 2 straps. There's one going towards the neck so that we keep the form of the top intact. So you can see that once we have a strap that goes towards this side, you guys who have tried this top know exactly what I'm talking about. Once we have a strap that comes from this side to this hole here to hold here like this, and then we bring this strap here to this hole towards the back, we're going to have something that looks like this. But then once we attach another strap that goes towards the back of the neck, that is going to give us a very beautiful, perfectly fitted top that is not sliding off our chest. And I think this is the first version. What do you guys think about it? It's one of my favorites, and I am still in the process of working on it. I don't know whether I should do short sleeves or long sleeves for this one. Let me know in the comment section what option I should go for. Should it be short sleeves or long sleeves? So yeah, this is example number 1. Then we have example number 2. So this, I think I'm going to first do the short sleeves and see how everything works out. Short sleeves looks beautiful. Yes, I was also going for short sleeves because I feel like crochet is more on a warm side, unless if we used cotton, but this is milk cotton. So I can give you the option of short sleeves, and whoever wants long sleeves can push them to whatever length that they want. I think that would be a very good option. Of course, the back is still open, but see the side that has the sleeve and then the side that doesn't have the sleeve. See the difference? So now that means we can still make a dress that has sleeves and is so elegant and so beautiful. I'm excited for this one. But then we also have this. I am in the process of working on some different design. This is butterfly, but the first version of the butterfly top, and I just worked the upper wing, just giving it a try to see how everything would work out. So we have this, And then I have stitch markers that are holding everything in place. And if I do this, I hope the stitch markers don't snap. So we have something like this. This version is not yet finished very well. I just want to see this. No bulge in the armpit. Of course, I'll do the joining later on, but this is exactly what we have for now. This can be a different design altogether because I didn't use the approach of the butterfly crochet top. This is kind of different, and this can also get a back, what can I say? A back coverage. So this, the reason why I really like it is because of its pattern when it comes to that lacy pattern on the sleeve. So let me know, is it the first one or the second one? Which sleeves would you prefer? For this one, I decided to go with the same approach as the flow of the pattern. That's why I did these sleeves. I didn't want to run away from the original stitch. So yeah, that's what's on my desk right now. I have a lot going on. I don't know if I'll be able to execute everything. I think I should first put down my hook on the new designs, just like what I'm doing right now. This is a new one, and I don't even know why I'm handling new designs when the old ones are still pending and demanding. I have so many of the designs that are not yet finished. It seems like so many of you guys love the lace pattern, the lacy design. But I think that first top is going to just make a statement. It has short sleeves. It's just so beautiful. It's so solid. So I'll try the lace sleeves on the original butterfly top and we see how that works out. The very first version of the butterfly top. So we are also getting the alpine. I'll be re-uploading it to my channel, I think soon. I have to re-record the video. Try the mesh sleeve on the first one. Okay, I will. I'll try. So that is extra work for me. There's a lot to do that hasn't been done yet, but hopefully I'll find time and work on everything. So you can see how long a sleeve can take. Some of these projects don't work up really fast, so you have to actually give it time to build up. But this is the progress of the sleeve. It's building up actually. It's not that small as compared to how we started off. Could you try a skirt with a butterfly patterns on either side? I'm trying to picture it in my head. A skirt, butterfly patterns against sleeve. Oh, that is tricky, unless if we create okay, let me see. I'll think through it and see how. In my head, I just can't picture it. The second sleeve is crochet in one round, or we just sew it together. It's in rounds. The second sleeve, the left sleeve, I worked it in rounds. But all of it is perfect. Just want to see the outcome of the mesh sleeve on the first one. Okay, I'll give it a try. Going to be beautiful. butterfly sit on the hip and thigh. I'll think through it and see if I can bring it to life, but I just can't picture it in my head. Butterflies for a skirt, unless if I am going to make like a design like a normal skirt, then we drop the butterfly image onto the skirt, onto the front of the skirt. Much love, thank you. So you can see the puffy sleeve, guys. Everything is looking so good. Look at this. It's going to be like a princess top or something. Oh my god, I can't wait to see the final. So good, thank you. I've created a few. By the way, what's your favorite design? Anyone, just drop your favorite design that you've tried out using either my patterns or my tutorials. What was your favorite design by me? So remember when I told you my work is looking like a scrunchie or something? Dang, that's tough. So this is what we have now, and when we place it the way it's supposed to be placed, we have something like this, and we shall gather it later on. I love the flower palette and the shirt set. Wow, thank you. Your shell dress, yes, that is one design that got a lot of positive feedback. So you guys have been here since I think I had just started the top, and now I'm working on the sleeve. So I want to show you how everything will work out later on. I didn't cut my yarn from the ball of yarn for the main body of the top. I just got the middle strand because I don't know if that's the length that I want to go for, or I am still making the top longer. Thank you. I have very poor lighting in my office. I can see it in my videos, but I think in my next workspace I'll try to look out for light so that we can get better visuals. Of 6 with a piece of yarn and matchstick. 1983. That's amazing. I've actually never tried to crochet with anything else apart from a crochet hook. The only difference is I used to use those very small crochet hooks, the very tiny ones. So I was asking, what's your favorite crochet design by me? What's that one design that you looked at and you're like, wow, this is a must try, or this is my favorite by her. For me, I don't have a favorite, to be honest. I don't. Loops and double hooks. Hi, how are you? Cuttings. I wish I could crochet like that. I'm slow. Keep practicing. You'll get there. I think all it takes is a little bit of practice. You may not get to this speed, but you'll definitely be faster if you keep doing it again and again. Butterfly top is still my favorite. Still working up on the coverage to try it. Seems like most people love the butterfly. How are you? I'm okay. I'm okay. Much better now. I love your work. Thank you so much. How did you learn to crochet? I taught myself through YouTube. That's what I can say. I did so much research, so much reading, and here we are now. Okay, I think I'm now going to watch something. I feel so like silent and bored in this space. But this is the progress of the sleeve. Looks so good. Apricity top is my best sell. Oh, that's amazing. That's so good. Actually, that video has picked up very fast. Basing on my analytics, it's one video that's taking off so much on my YouTube channel. I think people have embraced it. That one and the Shelly butterfly top, plus the original butterfly top, those ones have taken off first. They have taken off so fast, so fast. What you are making? I'm making a top, guys. I'm working on the sleeves. I'm working on a puffy sleeve, as you can see here. This is supposed to be for my top. Okay, so the live started a while back, and this is how the sleeve looks like. So it's a puffy sleeve. It's supposed to go onto this top. So somewhere around here. So I hope it makes sense now. It's supposed to be a puffy sleeve. So I haven't yet determined how I'm going to assemble it, but at least everything is looking in the right direction. I'm just making as many rows as I can. I think I should do a total of around 20, then start bringing it in. I don't know yet, because the rows are even very hard to count. Oh, but hopefully it will work out. Once I gather the bottom of the sleeve, everything will make sense then. But now, oh my goodness. So I'm going to count the number of rows that I have so far, so that I know exactly what to do from here, because this is taking forever. So I'm on row 15 right now, and I think I'm going to do a total of 20 just to really emphasize the puffiness of the sleeve. My name is Deborah. Hi Deborah. So guys, I just noticed my yarn is almost done. Okay, I still have this that I got out of the ball of yarn, out of the middle section, but this is all that's left from the one ball of yarn. And I've only done the main body, which is very cropped, and one sleeve. So that means I think I need to have 2 balls of yarn to complete the whole project. And this is just row 15. I want a total of 20 rows, hopefully. I think it will just make everything better. Which yarn do you prefer to work with? This one I bought from an online shop. Most of my yarn is bought online because we don't have access to so much yarn here in my country. So I usually just buy either from Kenya, Tanzania, or I buy online from Lion Brand, from Hobiam Yarns, from Love Crafts. So and now I want to buy from China. I saw some beautiful yarns from there, so I think I'll give it a try. So row 1 is almost done. Remember I told you I'm going to do a total of 5 rows. So yeah, I want to but scared to try. Try what? Okay, row 1 is done. So this is row 2. Thank you, hobby. I'm afraid to crochet. I will wash it in the machine without bad surprise. Yeah, I usually hand wash my crochet projects. I don't machine wash. Even when the yarn says you can machine wash, I usually don't take that option. Yarn from China. Oh yeah, it's a tricky one, but I'm going to give it a shot. I want to buy some, like a lot, so that I can also distribute to other crochet artists in my area. If the yarn is good, that is. This is taking forever. Actually, the sleeve is taking me a longer time than the body of the top, which is weird. I usually don't do puffy sleeves. I think I've done them once, but I know that they take quite a while to finish. Oh my goodness, 3 more rows to go until the final shaping of the sleeve. Okay, 2 more rows. Yeah, I've done them before, but they weren't really worth it in my country, so unless if it's an international gig. Okay guys, 2 more rows, just be patient a bit. Okay, 1 more row. After this one, it's only 1 row left. Don't bother you with my questions, tell us, discussion topic. I already said if you have any questions, please go ahead and ask. What are your favorite designs? What are your suggestions? Of course, I've worked on this top from scratch on this live, but I have been okay, let me just pin it here. Okay. Oh my god, I don't speak French. I'm so sorry, I don't understand anything. Hello. Hi. So I just decided to stay here and work on this sleeve, just one sleeve with you guys. And I'm almost through. I'm on my second last row. I just want to show you how the gambling goes. As far as my creations are concerned, I'm usually not even in position to visualize exactly what the final product is supposed to look like. That's the main goal of this live. I started with something that I have built up, and now it's looking in the right direction, but before I didn't know exactly what it was going to be. So I am currently on my very final row. I'm not working in rounds, I'm working in rows, and then we shall attach, and then yeah, this is what I'm working on. This is the puffy sleeve of the top. This is the band that's supposed to make the top, and this is the puffy sleeve. So yeah. How do you know how to shape? Sizing the items you're creating. Measuring tape. I use the tape for literally everything. So I'm always following either bye Cleo. See you again soon, maybe on the channel. So I usually use a measuring tape, or I use those dummies that are always behind me, and they help me with just a few corrections here and there. Right, so this is the final row, and we're going to shape this puffy sleeve into something. Just wait and see. It's going to be just beautiful. I can see it, but as I said earlier on, it's all a gamble. I don't know exactly what I'm creating, but we shall work it out. This is not like based on a pattern or anything. If anything, I'm creating my own pattern. Okay. Last row, which is row 20. So the sleeve is quite thick as compared to the body of the top, so I think I'll have to find a perfect balance between the two. I may have to lengthen the body of the top. As you can see, it's very cropped. Erdami is expensive. Yes, if you want something a bit fancy, they are on the upper end, like $250, $200. But the basic one, I think, is quite cheap. I don't remember how much I bought mine, but the other golden one that I usually use was around $250. Okay, so we're done with our 20 rows, and look how beautiful this is. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is to bring in this width. This is too wide because my arm is not this wide, and I want this to hug around my arm. So I'm going to do a few decreases. I don't even know where to start from, but so you guys can see what is happening right now. I don't have a favorite. I think the lemon peel stitch, because I've used it so many times, but I don't think it's my favorite at the same time. I think there's so many beautiful stitches out there. Depends on what you use it for. Okay, see what we have, guys. See what we have. I'm so happy. Okay, see that? The puffy sleeve has started forming very well, and I think this width is enough, unless if I don't know if I should reduce it from here, but I'm going to just do some more rows. That was row 1, and I think I'll do 5 and then do the single crochet stitches. Because I think the width is now just perfectly fine. I don't want it to be very tight on my skin. Hi. Okay, it's still a bit wide, so we shall do some more decreases. What is the time for you? It's 4:30. Actually, it's getting late. It's time for me to leave this place. I usually leave at 4. I don't make it until 6. Alright, so I'm going to do some more decreases because this hole is quite big still. It can work, but it's quite... But I think it's okay. I think I should just wind up. Let me do my 5 rows. So look at the effect it has created. The decreases have created another whole design. You can see those holes are along this line. Those have been created by the decreases that I've created. You can see them along this line here, which is really, really pretty. So I want to do my 5 rows so that we can really demarcate those holes and they create something that is very visible. So far I am on row 3. I'm happy with this one. I think, look at that. It gives me princess vibes. You know those princess dresses that create puffy sleeves, something like that. Oh, I'm out of yarn right now. Oh, let me use this strand that I got from the middle. Okay, this is my 5th row. Okay guys, this is how far we've gone with our 5 rows, and this is what our work looks like. You see what that has created? See that? And now I don't know if it's necessary to do the single crochet stitch, but since the width was a little bit big, I don't think it's big anymore. So I'm going to do some rows of single crochet stitches. I don't even think it's necessary. I think I'm going to leave it at this because I feel like this is a very beautiful puffy sleeve and it makes a statement. That's where the arm is supposed to push through like this. So make sure whatever you do, I know you don't have a tutorial for this, but you're going to have to make sure that when you close off the end of the sleeve, your arm can still pass through with the little stretch of the stitch. So you can see this. Oh my god, it's so cute. It hasn't yet like settled well for me because I haven't yet attached it to the main body of the top, but you get the whole point, you get the whole picture of how it's supposed to look like. So what I'm going to do right now is attach my sleeve with stitch markers because I haven't yet decided a few things when it comes to the top. So stretch somewhere around here is where my sleeves are supposed to attach. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. Yes, so I'm going to attach one stitch marker here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 10. One stitch marker here, and then the second one is supposed to go to the back in this corner. I actually unraveled a few stitches. Okay, so the next one is supposed to go here. So I'm going to try and attach this sleeve. Maybe this will be the front, the left or the right, whatever it is. And I'm going to attach using stitch markers for now. And I'm going to show you how that looks like. It's just a random placement of stitch markers so that we see the progress of our work, or to see the bigger picture of what's happening so far. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, all my stitch markers just fell down. Oh shit. Okay. Alright, let me just turn onto the right side and do the same. Okay. Guys, I'm just trying to place stitch markers wherever I can, so that I give you the bigger picture of what the top is supposed to look like. We've made this top on this sleeve right from scratch almost. So let me just place the stitch markers and I'll show you in a bit. So this is the same exact way that I'm supposed to attach these pieces together using a darning needle or something, or a crochet hook if I choose to use that. I can choose to use single crochet stitches or a darning needle. All right. Okay, so this is what we have, guys. This is just a rough idea of, actually let me attach some stitch markers to this part as well, the protruding part from the body of the sleeve, from the body of the top, that extra part of the sleeve. Okay, just one more. Okay, so this is what we have. Wherever you see stitch markers, that will be stitched up using either single crochet stitch or darning needle. So this is how our puffy sleeve has come out, guys. I think I love it. I just love the gathering, especially on the downer part of the sleeve. And that means I'm supposed to make a similar piece onto this side. So you can see the puffy sleeve is supposed to go this side like this. I'm supposed to wear it like this. I don't want to pop the stitch markers out, but this is just a small sample of what it's supposed to look like. I love it. Thank you. Okay, so when everything is done, you can literally stretch this to full potential, and you can see what the sleeve has created here. I love everything here towards the base of the puffy sleeve. And then when we work this very well, I think I'll attach, I'll place an elastic band around this area here so that this can hold very well. And yeah, this is how the bottom looks like. The bottom of the sleeve is supposed to be stitched together as well, and that means I have to make a second sleeve just like this one. It has taken me some good, like 1 hour or 2 to create this particular puffy sleeve. So I have to go home and do the same for a balanced one on this side, and then I'll decide how to finish up the bottom of this top, either to have a ruffle for those people who don't like very cropped tops, but look at the texture of this piece. The texture is uniform both on the sleeve and on the body of the top. And yeah, that's it for today's live. I think I have to get off. I'm tired, literally. I just want to take a break. This is how the back looks like. It's an open back, so we shall have straps crossing back and forth. No, this is not alpine. This is a V-stitch, but another kind of V-stitch. This is not alpine. As you can see, alpine has different stitches altogether. So this is what it looks like, and I'll see you guys later on when I'm through with my second sleeve, and it will be time for us to put everything together and get a finished piece. So Thanks for hanging out with me. I know this has been a very long live video, but yeah, I had to show the whole process. And by now, I think you know that it's not a piece of cake making these pieces, and it takes hours and time to make them. So I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Don't forget to check out the YouTube channel. I'm going to upload anytime now. I'll be uploading the granny stitch, the granny dress. Yes, I'll be uploading it. The written pattern is not yet done, but I think I'll find time and finish it up. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.